In this video, I'm going to answer, the basic auditing requirements or what things to be look around whenever you are going to do an Google Ads or audit, or especially when you're going to retain or get a new client. So, because I got a similar query regarding this, but before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Ali Raza, and I'm an owner of a Google Party company, and we help clients with Google Ads, Bing Ad, Google Merchant Center, Google Shopping, local SEO, Google Business Profile, also Shopify and web development. So let's get started to the question I have today, and the question is. Hi Ali, please provide list of all main issues to check when auditing new Google Ads account. Okay, there can be many issues, but because this may vary from account to account. However, I'm going to give you a general guideline which is going to be very beneficial for you. The first and foremost thing which I have seen is conversion tracking. I have seen that majority of the clients do not do this. So let me open one of the account to show you. So I think that the conversion tracking, you can see over here, this is the conversions we are getting on this account, and the cost per conversion you may see over here is very good. You may see over here. Now, conversion tracking, I have felt that majority of the clients still do not do it. So your whole marketing is waste if you are not just focusing on this single aspect, and that is you are not doing conversion tracking at all. So this is going to be a very big blunder, so which is why I highly advise you to focus on conversion tracking. I don't know why, but still people do not give a focus on it, but this is one of the main element whenever you are trying to run a Google Ads campaign. If you do not know what's working well for you, so you're going to waste all of your money. Second thing I recommend, I think that the people lacks is their account structures. I have seen account structures to be very messy. I think that the account should be organized, well structured, with well ad groups. You may see over here, this is one such example, but there can be more examples over here where I think that you may need to focus on intent of the keyword, and with a maximum of 5 to 7 keywords in one ad group with 1 to 2 ads. Okay, so now the 5 to 7 is maximum. Ideally it's even better 3 to 5. Okay, even with the same intent. So focus on this, that the keyword intent should be the same. So this is another mistake which I have seen people doing it. So this is a very big auditing mistake which people do. Apart from this, I think that the ad optimization people think is missing on them. So what if people ask on what is ad optimization? Ad optimization is including in ad assets and extensions. So ad assets, you may see over here. Now this is a keyword preview tool, and this is a normal simple ad. You may see over here, this is a simple ad, see over around here. However, when I am going to add different ad extensions to it, you may see over here that my ad is going to be more and more attractive. So this is another thing over here. Apart from this, I also recommend adding promo deal or coupon deal, like you may see over here. So the promo or discount coupon deals, especially promo or discount deals works. I have seen that promo assets works, and this can generate sales because this tempt the user to get a discount, because there is a discount to buy the product or service, because there is a discount running on. So this actually works. So you try it. This is a marketing tried and testing thing. I'm not telling you any innovation, but however, I'm just telling you the general market practice. Apart from this, landing page optimization is landing page optimization with high CTS. High CTS means high call to actions on the landing page. So guys, you are spending money to land visitors on your website, and if you do not have any high optimized landing page, again you are wasting money. So you are wasting money on conversion tracking if you are not doing conversion tracking, and the same scenarios with landing page optimization. If you are not doing your landing page optimization and you are just randomly inviting the traffic, you are not going to take the maximum out of it, because you're just wasting money. So this is another thing which I have seen people missing on their audits. I have found this is a common error, common mistake. Apart from this, I think that retaining visitor by subscription, by email newsletter, or inviting them to your social media channels is another thing which I think that could build a connection with you and your visitor, because it takes multiple times for someone to buy the product from you. So I think that could be another aspect over here, which is an important issue I've seen in auditing Google Ads account, and think that this misses up. Or also, retargeting has a very less focus, and I think that which is wrong, because again, as I told above, that it takes multiple time for the user to get converted. So retargeting plays a crucial role over there, because you have to invite show your ad multiple times to the same audience, so that they can finally take an action on your product or service. So apart from this, if I look more around on the keyword side, I think that negative keywords, I do not think that people play a role over here. For instance, this is kind of an account, and if I'm going to see over here, so I'm just going to show you over here that the negative keywords is a thing over here where people again put less focus on. So regularly look around on your search term report and keep on adding new negative keywords is another important aspect to optimize your campaign. So negative keywords is lack over here. I have seen in clients that this needs an optimization. Apart from negative keywords, I think that looking around in a location, ad schedule, and bid adjustment to see which kind of audience is converting well for you, which timings are working well for you. For instance, if I'm going to go for the last 30 days, you may see over here that the data can explain a lot of things to me. So let's say I'm going to make it bigger. So okay, so for this is not visible because this is not a running campaign, but you may see over here locations. You may see, you can even find around in the city section to see where you are getting more sales and lesser cost per conversion. You can put more data, and you can see over here that these are the expensive locations, and we can just turn them off. So this is another error over here, and you may see over here that I can see around with the lowest cost over here, and again I may see a lot of clicks happening around, but there are no sales. So this is the data I need to look around. So there is a lot of data which needs optimization. I'm just telling you over here. So I think that the client have not set up this ad schedule. See over here, now this is an important mistake. The client have not still set the ad schedule and location and bid adjustment. So this could be a reason as well. Location, timings, and devices. So these are the things you may see around here. This can also cause an issue. So you may also go to the devices from over here as well, in case if you forget, just like me. So you may see around over here that this data can exactly tell you that your cost per conversion is approximately acceptable for all the devices, but mobile phone is expensive. But also we expect that the mobile phone provide cheap leads, but you may see over here that the mobile phone is providing you with expensive leads, and the cheapest are from the computer. So a little bit surprising. However, I'm just sharing with you the ideas. Apart from this, I think that the change history also is an important aspect, because your last changes you can determine over here on your change history, can tell you around. Also looking around, your competitors can tell you around on what you are doing and what you are lacking, what they are doing, what's working well for them. So looking around on their things can tell you a lot of things. So these are the few things which I think that should be the part of your auditing setup, and these are, I think, the main issues which I think I recommend people to look around whenever they are going to audit a new Google Ads account. So, but if you look around for a detailed checklist, I have developed a 160 plus checklist, which also even looks around for basic SEO factors. Even we look for broker links. We also look for bounce rate, heat map, to see how much time people are spending, in which part of the page people are spending, if people are visiting other pages or not. So there are so many things. We also look around for targeting locations. We also check for the income levels and compare it with our products and the competitors to see if we are suitable criteria for them or not. So in case if you need a detailed Google Ads or Google Ads audit of your account, you can hire me and my team through the link in the description, and we look forward working with you in case if you want to hire. However, if you want to do on your own, these are the important aspects when you're going to audit Google Ads new account. So do follow them, and I hope you like this. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Take care, and bye bye. But still, in case if you still have any questions left, sorry to say this later on, but you are more than welcome to write in the comments of this video, and I will be happy to answer all of your questions regarding Google Ads audit. But in case if it's a private consultation, you can hire me for private consultation as well, and that too is added in the link in the description of this video. So you can order me for my personal consultation as well. You can order for the Google Ads audit as well from the description of this video. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye bye.